Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to Anime King 3, and today I'm going to be giving you part 2 of What If Naruto Fused with a blue beetle, guys. Remember to get this one to 100 like as usual, share this to all of your friends in your social media platform. Oh, and also I post a brand new series over on Anime King of What If Naruto was a tribrid in the original universe, so go ahead, check out that and enjoy, guys. And also, if you're new, yes, I indeed have 4 channels which I post what if on every single day. Yes, you heard that correctly, every single day for you guys to enjoy. So go ahead and smash that red subscribe button and become a part of the Anime King family. And thank you for all of your help and your support. Remember to comment down below and tell me if you're new. I'll be planning talking back to all of you. And also guys, don't forget to turn on the bell notification to see exactly when I post, because I do post a lot. So without further ado, what do you say we jump right into this new episode? Begin now, guys. So with the last part we left off, Naruto Uzumaki, a young child, was making his way through the forest. He had yet to attend the academy, as he was tricked by some bullies on the park ground, that there was a sensei out here that will help him get powerful. Naruto wanted to become stronger because his aim was becoming Hokage. The reason for that was, everyone seemed to hate him for some reason, always sending glares his way, as he had no idea why. However, when they saw the Hokage, they will always smile and gave him respectful waves and nods. As Naruto wanted that, he wanted respect from everyone. That is why he was aiming to become Hokage, but in order to do that, he thought that he needed to be the strongest, which was a part of it, but also, it was more than that to become Hokage, but he was a child, he wouldn't really know or understand that much. As Naruto came across a bear that chased him, as Naruto ran for his life, that is when he arrived in a small clearing, unaware that the place was hit by something from the heavens. The strange beetle attached itself to the strongest person that he could find. Naruto having 9 tails, it attached itself to Naruto. The bear that came after Naruto was split in half by a blade that appeared on Naruto's arm, as Naruto was confused as hell. He started to scream as pain ran through him. The beetle went into his subconscious as the thing tried to take over. The fox was fighting against it as Minato and Kushina were brought into the main court of the cell, both of them being shocked as they saw each other. They tried to fight back as Minato had to flash over towards her, dodging away from strange blue tentacles. The fox roared though, as there was a chaos and struggle, causing a collision in the mindscape. When Naruto woke up, he realized that he was on the ground. Something was wrong with him. Because of the commotion a moment ago inside his mindscape with the chakra colliding with the beetle, the thing was knocked unstable and no longer here to serve its main purpose that was taking over the planet after gaining their trust, as it was a fusion of sorts between Naruto parent's chakra and the fox as well, giving the beetle now a red color running through it despite it being all blue. Naruto's body was instantly all covered in the blue beetle shield. As he flew, without his consent, he was sent sailing as he smashed right into the center of Konoha. Immediately Anbu surrounded him. They start to attack. The beetle tried to defend Naruto as they were thrown back violently. Naruto told it to stop when Hiruzen arrived, as blades appeared in his arms ready to slice Hiruzen. As the mask then came undone, as he waved high, Hiruzen was left speechless as he quickly brought Naruto to his office. He had Naruto explain everything, so Naruto did. As the man was speechless and shocked as he rubbed his forehead trying to understand everything that Naruto was trying to tell him at the moment. It did not take long for the both of them to realize something. The thing was actually alive, as the blue beetle explained to him that it was here to protect him now. Its first goal was no longer anything towards it because of Kushina and Minato's chakra now mixed inside the thing, as the thing was there to protect him. It also seemed like it wanted to hurt Hiruzen for some reason as well. That is when it explained to Naruto who his father and mother was, and that Hiruzen has been lying to him. Naruto got angry as the blue beetle was ready to attack Anbu's emerging, but Hiruzen stopped them as he calmed Naruto down. Naruto was still a child as he was hurt, Hiruzen sat down with him and told him everything and the reason why he did not tell him certain things. As Naruto was hurt, yes, deeply so, but still he kind of understand. Maybe it was the beetle affecting his mind or his understanding, but Naruto felt so different. Yes, he was still a child, but he felt so much different. They need to find out what this was truly capable of. In the coming weeks, Hiruzen had Naruto tested by one of his sword-wielding envoys, and that was Yujiro, as she told Hokage that Naruto was far above what was expected of an academy child. The reason is Naruto was able to use the beetle and scan Yujiro moves before she could even attack him, and then his body took up a pattern. However, Naruto was not fast enough in his normal state, but still, there was no reason to send him to the academy, or, if there was, it would cause a problem between him and the other students. The beetle was very protective of him. The sign of threat or anything, it would attack anything, even though Naruto has been trying to calm it down. It was like a protective mother trying to protect her child, and a father rolled into one as well, with power that seemed almost endless. So Hiruzen gathered the council as he spoke to them about this. The heritage of Naruto was revealed to all of them that did not know, and let's just say that they were shocked, as many of them did not know about the secret relationship. As they spoke about what to do, it took them a couple of minutes, which turned into hours, as they eventually settled on one thing: having Naruto indoctrinated into the Anvu, to make sure that his loyalty was with Konoha. With the recent reveal, they kinda fear the prospect of Naruto turning against them. His childhood was nothing too pretty, so they had to take measures to make sure that Naruto was with them. Despite everything, Hiruzen agreed with that, as this thing on Naruto's back was very protective and it saw them as a threat. It saw them as people that liked Naruto, and given the merger of the chakra that Hiruzen still had yet to grasp, it seems like Minato and Kushina consciousness somehow reside inside of it. He was not sure, but if anything, he had to make sure that the village was protected and that Naruto was kept safe as well. So with that, he took Naruto towards a special location. Arriving there, Naruto met several new people that would become a great part of his life. Yujiro Uzuki. He also met Kakashi Hatake. He also met a guy known as Shadow, and another one known as Kuma, as they were the team that Naruto was going to be training under until they saw it fit and him ready. As Naruto could not wait. Years passed. Yujiro, Shadow, and Kuma were currently on a mission. Their mission was to find the associate of Orochimaru, who was trying to create some kind of monster using Tail Beast chakra, residue of Tail Beast chakra from Ninetales' attack. This man known as Amaki had a member with him that he paid that knew Fuinjutsu, as Amaki had allowed the man to place a tag inside the beast's skull. Well, not really a skull, the thing was just a massive horde of chakra blend together. Amaki was trying to sell it to the highest bidder. He had tried it first and failed, but now he needed the money, saying that he severed ties with Orochimaru to try and create something immaculate on his own without the snake taking over his work. He needed the funds, which was no longer offered to him by Orochimaru, so that is why he was desperate of the money. However, he rushed into something that he was not prepared for, as he got slaughtered by his own creation, as Kuma, Shadow, and Yujiro had to attack the beast. The thing was wild and very powerful, but not compared to an actual tail beast, but still a very big threat, as Yujiro called in the cavalry. That is when something could be seen wiping through the sky at tremendous speed. It was none other than Naruto, who was growing a lot in the past couple of years, as he took on the gigantic beast. The beast turned its sight upon him after getting hurt. It then roared. Despite not having a face, it released a belching scream, as Naruto proceeded to rush straight down towards it, blades extended from his forearms, as he took on the monster. So yeah guys, basically let's split off. You guys can switch across play, check it out for yourself, and don't forget to check out the new series, What If Naruto Was a Tribird in the Original Universe? And enjoy that guys. Remember, for new, yes, I need 4 channels which I post what if on every single day for you guys to enjoy. So go ahead and enjoy them guys. Links will be down in the description. So without further ado, what do you say we jump right into this? Begin now. Do it now! The voice of Yujiro Uzuki came out as her, Kuma, and Shadow went through hand signs. Upon doing that, they brought their hands down. A triangle barrier formed right around the beast. The fake tail beast that was now at least a building high was not caring about the barrier though. What it did care about was the thing that caused it pain. As for our famous hero Blonde, he flew through the air at tremendous speed before he slashed the thing across the face, its blades digging deeply into the thing. Several tentacles tried to grab him, however, Naruto spun. Upon spinning, Naruto turned into a buzzsaw and turned them all into whips of chakra. He then proceeded to fly straight down as he went straight underneath the ground. He then burst upwards straight through the center. Naruto shot upwards as he burst right through the thing's stomach, burst now through the back. As the beast howled in tremendous pain, it started to destroy everything, slamming against the barrier. Eugeo, Kuma, and Shadow held the barrier strong as Naruto was inside with it. "Hey, ugly!" The thing glanced up, hearing that voice that made it so angry. Naruto's arms had returned back to normal. Naruto held out his right arm as he proceeded to scan his left arm over it. Upon waving his arm over his right arm, something started to form out of nothing but a blue mechanical light. Once Naruto was done, a gigantic blade could be seen as Naruto gripped the handle with ease. The thing sent almost every 100 tentacles towards Naruto. Naruto brought the blade in the sky as it started to hum with power. A blue electric energy started to spasm off it before Naruto brought it down. The wave of energy arced right through the sky and made contact with the beast, the thing howling agony and pain as it was split in half. Naruto then lowered himself to the ground. "Your job," he said. 3 tentacles came from his back as they merged together into a gigantic opening suction tube. Upon doing so, Blue Beetle started to suck the chakra as the chakra was being sucked right into Naruto. Blue Beetle was able to take all forms of energy and merge it with its own unlimited power source, similar to what it did with the fox. However, because of the collision, the fox chakra still resonated through the thing, but it was contained in a stable manner. The thing did not stop suck until every ounce of the beast was now gone. Usually, a team of Fuinjutsu members would be here to seal the beast away. Granted, it was as tall as a house. However, in terms of power, it did not even come close to One Tails, so it was not that actively powerful. Amaki had pushed his luck because he needed money, seeing that he severed ties with Orochimaru because the Snake Sani was always trying to take over every single research that he made, as he owed the man a lot, and he used to use Orochimaru resources, but now he no longer had that. That is why he wanted to sell his prototype, a prototype that he was not so even secure in, and he ended up getting killed by his own creation. Once that was done, Naruto patted the antenna beside him on the head. "Good job," he said. Naruto Uzumaki, now 13 years old. Naruto had changed a lot in the past couple of years. Since he had been placed under the Anvu's care, Naruto had went through a lot, seen a lot, also grown up a lot. And that was not just mentally, physically as well, as the Blue Beetle retracted back Naruto's spine. The thing was, the Blue Beetle take the nutrients from everything that Naruto eats in order to make sure that his body was in peak condition. That is why for a 13-year-old, Naruto stood at 5'9". His blonde hair that lie right into the crook of his neck, as it wasn't that long, stopping before to reach his shoulders. All the baby fat that was once in his face was now gone, giving him a jawline. His whisker marks making him look even more handsome. He's been told that in several occasions. As Kuma came over and patted Naruto on the shoulder, "Good work, kid," he said. "You handled that threat quicker than I thought." "Yes, I must commend you as well, given the size of the threat." "You did handle it quite fast," said Shadow, as he appeared by their side. "Why do you guys seem so surprised?" said Eugeo. "This is Naruto we're talking about after all," as she smirked under her mask. A blush came on Naruto's face. "Come on guys," he said. "You're making me blush." As they start to laugh, finding the whole thing rather amusing. These people had become more than just Naruto friends over the years. They had become like family to him. Naruto learned a lot about all of them. The leader of this team was Eugeo Uzuki. She had taken over after Kakashi had retired from Anvu. Eugeo's backstory was not a pretty one. None of them were. Eugeo was a part of the Uzuki family. They were not a clan, just a family of sword users, as they did not really participate in any war or join any village. They were just a small family that lived by themselves. However, at the time, the third Hokage in the warring states had offered them a chance to be a part of Konoha. They never wanted to be in the war. She was 4 years old back then. As her family was small, nothing that would say it was a clan. The war had gotten to its epicenter. The Third Great Shinobi War was a brutal one. As everything became more chaotic, countless started to die. Her family was amongst those. The place that they lived was raided. They were attacked by ninjas from all over. She had to watch as her mother and father be cut down right in front of her, slaughtered where they stood. And the thing was, they were protecting her. She was broken, as she was ready for death. However, to her surprise, she was safe. She was saved by none other than the soon-to-be 4th Hokage Minato Namikaze, the Yellow Flash of Konoha. At that time, Minato was participating in the war. Hiruzen had sent him and a team out there to receive the answer from the Uzuki family. This being because Hiruzen had been friends with one of their ancestors, an old swordsman that Hiruzen praised as the greatest swords user that he ever saw, the master of the Crescent Moon sword style. Minato had saved her life and brought her back, she being the only survivor. She had been then brought to Konoha. Whatever remained of her family, whatever remained, it was given to her. It took weeks for her even to speak after seeing the gruesome death. After all, she was a child. However, she was able to overcome it with the help of people that she get to know as friends. Another reason why she admired the Hokage with everything she got, and the reason why she cares so much for the child in front of her. Yujiro Uzuki was now a captain of her team, leader. In just a few years, she was able to rise to the ranks and now she was leading a team. Her style had gotten progressive and advanced over the years, as she was showing her worth, keeping the Uzuki name alive. As for the big fellow over there, Kuma seemed to be a playful fellow. The reason for that was, his father was an alcoholic. Yes, he enjoyed the large cup of steak every now and then, more than every now and then. And he used to abuse Kuma's mother. However, whenever she was hurt, his mother always simply played with him when she was even in pain. As he was young, his mind was unable to register everything, but as he grew, he started to understand. But his mother always played game with him, always cheer him up, always having a smile. It rubbed off on Kuma in a way of him not understanding. She tried her best, but he knew. As she always made him have games, toys to play with. This happened when he was no older than 4 years old. His mother would always make sure he was happy despite all the sounds that he heard, despite her begging her husband to stop. Kuma had grown up. Becoming 7 years old, he realized what was happening fully. He tried to defend her, but his father lost it and turned his rage upon him. That is when his mother stepped in to protect her son with everything she got. She attacked the father, which led to him going overboard. His mother suffered a hit to the table, her head hitting the sharp kitchen table. Kuma could only watch as his mother bled out in front of him. The father had proceeded to drop to his knees, as he truly understood what he had just did, shaking her to wake up. It was long after that people started to enter, as Kuma watches his father was dragged away. He was placed in an orphanage after that. It took him a while to adjust, but maybe he never truly did. But Kuma had a friendly personality, a personality that he always used, the same one that his mother used for him. But what set Kuma apart from the other orphans was that he was ridiculously strong. Even as a normal civilian child, he had strength that seemed ridiculous, and not to mention he was big for his age as well. And one thing about him is kindness. Even after a few years in Anvil, his kindness was something that he always had to protect others, those who were his comrades and friends. He would do whatever it takes, even sacrifice his own body to protect them. That is why Naruto loved the big guy. As for Shadow, that was not his real name, but it was something that he expected all to call him by. Shadow had been abandoned by his parents at an early age. He spent his young years in the orphanage. The thing about him was, Shadow was able to hide his presence. Even at a young age, he was able to hide himself from almost anyone around him. To this day, Shadow was one of the best infiltrators amongst the Anvus. Whatever his real name was, Naruto did not know it because he did not tell him. All he called himself was Shadow, as he was able to stick to the shadows and become invisible. Because of that fact alone, that is why he was able to be recognized by a top lieutenant in the Anvu, and saw something in the boy that others did not. And he was trained and put in the services. And today he has lived up to what the men did expect him to live up to. So that was the stories of all the people that Naruto now consider a family. With their job done here, they made sure to check everything before they returned back to the Hidden Leaf. Upon returning back to the Hidden Leaf, Yujeo reported for her squad. Once that was said and done, as Harrison was surprised that Amaki actually was able to form a partial tail beast. It was a good thing that Naruto was there, otherwise they would need a Fuinjutsu specialist, while the members were able to perform Fuinjutsu to create barriers or undo or unseal a few things. They were not capable of something that grand. However, Naruto was there, who could literally absorb chakra, so that was a very good thing. However, once Hiruzen dismissed them, he told Naruto to remain behind, as Naruto stood where he was. Naruto was dressed in black pants, sandals on his feet. He was wearing a white shirt with a black vest over it, with several pockets on it. As Naruto looked at the old man, in a calm professional demeanor, as Hiruzen waved his hand, telling Naruto to relax. It wasn't just his strength and mentality that has changed over the years. Naruto was more professional, more serious. He has been through a lot. Well, it was bound to change him. However, hearing that from the old man, Naruto's posture seemed to relax a bit. "What's up, old man?" Hiruzen smiled hearing that. Naruto could be goofy one moment and then completely serious the next. It was a trait in all Anvus, however. He liked the goofy side of Naruto, as he kind of think of Naruto as his little grandson. As much as the boy had developed a lot in Anvu, Anvu also changed him. Hiruzen knew if Naruto faced off against his fake tail beast, Naruto would be having fun fighting the beast because this was a mindless beast. But in terms of people, Naruto's mask of indifference became so cold that sometimes Hiruzen was worried that maybe he had jumped the gun and placed Naruto into a situation that he was not ready for. Naruto's mind was different than many others. The scarab on his back was the main reason for that. Naruto had grown too fast, Hiruzen believed. He had seen too much bloodshed, Hiruzen believed. However, he had made his choice and now there was no going back. "Alright, Naruto. I want you to listen to me and do not interrupt until I'm finished, alright?" As Naruto nodded his head. "First of all, when I told you that you will be joining a special Anvu division, I told you that in the far future you will be stepping out of said position and returning back to normal ranks." That caused Naruto to fidget slightly. That was the worst thing that he could hear right now. Naruto had grown so accustomed to his Anvu friends, his family, that it seemed hard leaving them. A few years ago he was not so attached, but now things were different, things were a lot different. But he knew that this day was coming, but he never expected to be so soon, and it was a real bummer to hear. As Hiruzen continued what he was saying, "I told you that this day would come a few years back, and over the years you have excelled and broken all of my expectations for you, surpassing what I ever thought you might reach in such a short amount of time. I thought it would take you at least a couple more years, but you've surprised me again and again," Naruto Hiruzen said, a warm smile on his face. While the compliments were nice, Naruto was still bummed out about having to leave Anvu, having to leave his friends and family. However, you're a special person in more than just one way. Not only would you possess that tool as a scarab on your back, with infinite power, there is no doubt in my mind that if this information was ever to leak, other nations will stop at nothing to get the scarab. That is one of the main reasons why I place you in advanced care, so that you can learn how to protect yourself in the future. We know now that the fox is currently no longer inside of you, so there is no risk of the seal breaking or anything affecting you in the slightest. And over the years you've proven to me and the others that the relationship that you share with the scarab on your back is enough to keep it calm and not going around attacking random individuals. Your strength has grown over the past couple of years, and that is why I'm confident enough to say that you can protect yourself. And the other reason you are the son of Minato Namikaze. You wanted the world to know who you are You wanted to carry your father and mother names on. You wanted to continue their legacy. To become one of the greatest ninja, isn't that correct? As Naruto nodded his head, someone like you, my boy, cannot stay in the darkness forever. However, while you were in the darkness, you were able to experience and go through things that kids your age are not ready for. However, I am happy to say that that has boosted your mental maturity, allowing you to comprehend tough situations, understand the risks, understand the negative drawbacks, and the backlash of doing something that doesn't seem reasonable. And throughout it all, you have kept a good heart towards those who you see cannot help themselves, while you strike down all enemies that ever face against Konoha. There's no doubt in my mind that anything in this world can stop you from becoming one of the greatest. Your determination and drive is something that I've only seen in a few others, and those people always gone on to be something great. That is why my faith is 100% in you, Naruto-kun, he said. That is why I need you to step back into the light and take up the mantle as a shinobi of Konoha, keeping the village safe from active threats. That actually brought a smile to Naruto's face, as he always knew that the old man had confidence in him, but this much. Alright, JJ, said Naruto. Hiruzen smiled wider when he heard that name. So, said Naruto, where am I going to be placed? A Jonin? Special Jonin? I don't think that I'm ready for a team, said Naruto. After all, I would be the same age as them. Apart from my maturity, well, we'll still be the same age, said Naruto. And kids are tough to control. I should know. The others told me that a million times, said Naruto with a chuckle, as Hiruzen was chuckling as well, until Naruto noticed a sweat drop on his forehead. Well, Naruto, can you see? The thing is, Hiruzen said a few words, as Naruto looked towards him like he was crazy. You're joking, right? I'm afraid not, Hiruzen said. As Naruto looked around, am I being punked or something, he said. Come on, you guys, come out here. As Naruto knew that if someone else was here, he would have sensed them, but there was no one else in here as he turned towards the old man, sweat running down his forehead. Tell me you're joking, said Naruto as he stepped forward. As Hiruzen chuckled nervously. Now hold on, he said. I've not finished explaining, said Naruto. You want to make me a genin? Me? A genin? Are you crazy? Not to go against your leadership, but have you gone senile, said Naruto. As Hiruzen chuckled. I can assure you I'm quite sane, he said. Then why? Why the hell would you make me a genin, said Naruto. This doesn't make any sense. If you would calm down, I will let you know, Hiruzen said, as Naruto took a deep breath. Sorry about that, but you can understand why. I kinda flared up there. Yes, Hiruzen said, knowing that if someone was told that it would be going from Anbu back down to genin, they would be upset. And he did tell Naruto to relax and be at ease. As I was saying, there are several reasons why I'm making you a genin. And for one, you don't have to worry about D-rank missions. You won't have to do them, Hiruzen said. As Naruto sighed, at least that was a good thing. And what are the other reasons? I am giving you a special mission, Hiruzen said. To watch and change young Sasuke Uchiha. Hearing that name, Naruto frowned a bit. When he was 6 years old, before the Uchiha clan was massacred, Naruto had met Itachi Uchiha a few times. Itachi had risen to the ranks so quickly and became a captain of his own squad, as people said that he was a legendary foe. He was precise, smart, calculated, always prepared, always ready, not to mention that Uchiha. However, a shocking news was told that he slaughters the entire clan. At first, Naruto did not believe it. That was until he started to witness everything around the village. And then he saw that boy, Sasuke Uchiha. Naruto could not even imagine what he was going through. Every time he was around Itachi, Naruto always felt a sense of sadness. Scarab could tell that he was sad, as Naruto did not know why, but they weren't really friends. But Itachi was a good guy. He smiled at people. He talked so kind and friendly, and yet he slaughtered his entire clan, which made no sense, as Naruto could only imagine what the young Uchiha went through. Let me guess, said Naruto. He wants revenge. Indeed, Hiruzen said. When the incident happened, I had Inuichi checked on him, testing him by asking him a few questions. Over the years, his mind has been gradually turning towards the darker side. What are you saying, said Naruto. I'm afraid if nothing is done soon, Sasuke will push himself to a limit and do something so drastic that he will not be able to come back from. So you think he's a threat to the village? As of now, no, said Hiruzen. However, I've monitored his progress over the years. I've had Inoichi checked on him several times to try and elude him, asking him random questions to try and work out the truth out of him. And I can tell that his obsession about getting revenge. I don't see it dying down anytime soon. Naruto sighed as he sat down on the couch. If Itachi hadn't done any of this, he would have had his mother, father, and his older brother by his side, and he would be alright. And Konoha would be stronger with the Uchiha clan. Naruto shook his head as he got back to his feet. So what do you want me to do? He said. I would like you to befriend him. Talk to him. Try to make him understand that the path that he's going down is not the right way. Show him that there is much more benefits in moving on. As Naruto looked towards Hiruzen, you know that's not going to be easy, right? Of course not, Hiruzen said. It's going to be probably one of the toughest things you have ever done. That is not fighting. However, your squad leader reported back to me. Over all your missions, you have convinced 4 enemy ninjas to stop what they were doing and turn themselves in. As Naruto looked at him, those people, they were not villains, said Naruto. They were just broken. They needed something and someone, and I guess I decided to be there for them. That's what I mean, Hiruzen said. That hope, that feeling of continue on living, that feeling that resonates from inside of you. That is what I want you to do to help Sasuke. I know it's not going to be easy in any sense of the word. However, I want you to at least try, Hiruzen said. As Naruto sighed, you know that you're saying all of this while you're demoting me to Genin. Don't think of it as a demotion, Hiruzen said. After all, the Chunin exams are coming up. And once I promote you to Chunin, I'll promote you straight to Jonin. In a week, said Hiruzen. We both know that you have the experience and what it takes. And I need you to participate in the exam as well. Other nations will be coming to Konoha. It will be the right moment for us to reveal who you really are to Konoha populace and the rest of the world. There is no doubt in my mind that you can handle this, and also carry on their legacy. That brought a small smile to Naruto's face. He intended to make his parents proud, as he wanted the people around the world to know who he was. He was representing for his father Minato Namikaze and his mother Kushina Uzumaki. He had his own goals, his own dreams, but that didn't mean that those people were not his parents. And he would like the entire world to know. Again, said Naruto, tell me about the mission situation. Well, given the fact that your 2 teammates will be fresh out of the academy, they will be participating in simple D-rank missions, along with your sensei. However, I don't see the problem with allowing you to embark on different missions with Chunins, and maybe even under some different Jonins as backup. So you're trying to sweeten the deal to make it sound better, said Naruto. Yeah, said Hiruzen. Is it working? A bit, said Naruto. But this is still really hard to take. Given all that I've done and now going back straight to Genin. Genin, said Naruto, as he lowered his head. But fine, I'll do it, said Naruto. I knew that I would have to step back into the light and build myself up. What better way to do that than by starting at the top and moving up the ranks in a couple of months? Fine, said Naruto. I'll do it. But I have one more condition. Time skip. As Naruto arrived towards the Anvu lounge, as everyone saw that he was in a dampened mood, several people asked him what was going on. As Naruto told them that it was time. Many of them knew, as they knew that Naruto could not stay in Anvu for a long period. The boy was meant for something in the light. The darkness did not suit him well. He adapted well, but still, he wanted something that would bring him out in the light. And being a normal ninja with his name out there, that would step him into the light. It seems like his training is preparing for what he had to do was all finished. As Naruto arrived to his section where his team was, well, more like family, Kuma was the first to notice as he saw Naruto. "What's wrong?" he said. "It's time," said Naruto. "Time for what?" said Kuma. "I have to leave." The big man rushed towards Naruto as he picked up Naruto in a bone-crushing hug. "Say it isn't so," he said as he held on to Naruto tight. "It can't be possible. It can't be time," he said. "I thought we had more time. If I had known this." Kuma broke down crying as Naruto rested one of his hand out and patted the big guy in the head. "It's alright, big guy," said Naruto. "It's not like I'm gonna completely vanish away. After all, I'm gonna see you around." "I know, but it will be so different," said Kuma. "You've always been here and now things are changing and we'll have to get a new recruit and they will never be able to replace you." "No one can replace you," he said as Naruto patted him on the head. Kuma released him after a few moments as Naruto saw Yuji walk up towards him. "I heard you're leaving," she said. "Where did you hear that from?" said Naruto. "I have my sources," she told him. "Well, yeah," said Naruto. "I know that well. See you around," she said, cutting him off as she started to walk away. Naruto blinked in confusion and surprise. "Hey kid," Shadow spoke up as Naruto glanced over towards the man. "I guess I'll see you around," as he started to walk away. Naruto was shocked. You guys are joking, right?" But they did not stop walking as Naruto walked out. "Hey, wait up!" Naruto paused as Naruto saw what the hell, he said. In front of him, all the members were gathered as the place was set up for a party. "Huh, got you, didn't we?" said Shadow as he was smiling towards Naruto. As Naruto glanced over towards Yujiro, she had a grin on her face. "Come on, did you really think that we would end things like that? How did you..." "The Hokage told us about this, well, me to be precise. I decided that we will have a little going off present for you." "Come on, guys," said Naruto. "You're gonna make me cry." As he looked towards the others. "Hey, Naruto, let's have a drink." As Naruto grinned, as Kuma came out shouting party time. A smile was on Naruto's face. These people were really his family. He's gonna miss them. Despite him not literally leaving the village or going anywhere, not being a part of Anvu, well, it was gonna be a whole lot different. As Naruto sighed. So that night they play games, they drink, they party. As Naruto had been a big change in the Anvu decor, as the Anvu lounge was like the Jonin lounge, where they relax without your mask and speak freely. And Naruto had been a little ball of energy inside, greeting and meeting everyone. He knew almost all of them by name. He was close to a lot of them, but his group, his team was his family. The rest was his friend, close friends. As Naruto couldn't help but smile, he's gonna truly miss them. However, he knew that this day would come. So for the last day, he would just go crazy. As Naruto started to join in on the fun, enjoying himself. Time skip. Naruto Uzumaki vanished away from the village when he was 6 years old, and now he was 13. With Naruto not being within the village, villagers did not see him that much. The hate, the glares. They were not there because Naruto was not there. And now Naruto was now back. However, he was different. Not in an actual sense of being a complete different person, but he was different in many ways. For one, he was no longer a child. His blonde hair stopped at the crook of his neck. There was 2 bangs that framed his face. His square jawline that made him look ridiculously handsome. His eyes, his blue sapphire eyes. As Naruto brushed one of the bangs to the side, glancing up towards the academy building. As Naruto realized that he's only been here at least once before, seeing that he had never attended the academy before, the scarab attached itself to his back. "Yeah, I know," said Naruto. As Scarab told him that he was early, like really early. "How many?" Naruto asked. There was only a few people inside, and that was teachers. "I want to see the kids," said Naruto. "What the next generation of Konoha ninjas has to offer." "Yeah, I know I'm part of the next generation, but I'm different from them. I mean, I am." "Well, I know I don't have to boast about it," said Naruto, but still. As he took a breath. "Nervous?" "Of course not. Why would I be nervous? They're a bunch of kids." I'm Naruto, Uzumaki no Mikaze, said Naruto. Naruto did not want to drop any of the names. His mother was a Uzumaki, while his father was not from a clan. His father was Minato no Mikaze. However, people could not know that yet until the Chunin exams. As Naruto stood there, why the hell was he feeling nervous? Oh, he knew. Naruto never was really around kids his own age. In Anvu, there was no one that was as young as him. Everyone was older than him. The youngest recruit there when Naruto started to go on missions was 17 years old. And Naruto was young at the time, so yeah. He's never really been around kids. He didn't even have any friends his own age. As Naruto sighed, dressed in grey pants, grey sandals that match, he had a belt that was on his waist that went down, giving it a sleek, hip look, as he was wearing a white t-shirt with a grey vest over it. As Naruto looked up towards the academy building before he stepped forward, making his way, one of his hands was covered by a fingerless gloves, with a metal plate on the back, as there was a symbol in it, a Uzumaki swirl. Naruto had found a lot out about the Uzumakis. Being able to fly was a really big advantage. When he found out what happened, Naruto was angry. However, he knew if he did something it might start a war, and countless lives would be lost. However, 3 nations ganged up on his clan and eviscerate them off the face of the earth, as Naruto was pissed off about that. He might not actively seek to attack ninjas from other nations, but he did not like them in the slightest. They attacked his home, wiped out his people. But still, he kept his cool, because Naruto did not want more people to die for his negligence. And he knew that if he starts something, well, he would not be able to stop until he ended it. Yes, it was strange for a kid that was 13 to have these thoughts, but Naruto was a lot more mature than a normal kid. As Naruto bent his knees, he then proceeded to leap off the ground. As he landed on the building of the academy, there was a stairway there, as Naruto proceeded to wait. Yes, he would wait, as he would scout out his targets. For one thing, it would be good to see Kakashi again. Hiruzen already gave him a dossier on the members. Kakashi would be their Jonin sensei. Sasuke would be on the group. Sasuke was already proficient in the fireball jutsu. It was a rite of passage for the Uchiha clan. Naruto learned a lot about them, and Sasuke wore the crest when he was younger. So Naruto figured that he already knew that. His skills in shuriken throwing was 10 out of 10. Kunai throwing as well. He could perform a basic clone jutsu. He could also do the substitution and the transformation. But that was just it, and he did not have the Sharingan. Naruto was surprised, given what he went through, that he did not have the Sharingan. Maybe it will take some other dramatic event. Naruto learned a lot in the past couple of years. He knew a lot about almost every clan within the village. However, there was a person in the team that he was surprised about. Her dossier was mostly focused on her knowledge regarding other subjects. However, in terms of being a kunoichi, she was ridiculously weak. He was sure if Yuji saw this, she would be upset with how the kunoichis of Konoha was turned out to be. As her name was Sakura Haruno, she was a top in academic studies, but in terms of physical performance, she was extremely weak. They will have to whip her in shape to make sure that she can carry her weight. After all, not being prepared would cause one to be killed on the field. Naruto had seen that many times to know that it's true. As Naruto waited, to his surprise, the first one here was none other than Sasuke Uchiha. As he already had his headband, they did the test yesterday and they passed through. As Naruto was surprised that he was the first here. However, Naruto remembered that he was always early because he didn't really have anyone to be there, as he always set his alarm. When he was younger, he never liked to stay in his house, always exploring. As for his house, he no longer lived there. Naruto had moved, as he was sure that majority of the civilians thought that he was dead or something, since the Hokage had not announced what happened to him. However, they will be surprised seeing him again, as he doubted that they would even recognize him so easily. Not to mention him being different in some ways, keeping to himself. As Naruto was able to blend into a crowd, it was hard for him to be spotted, despite his ridiculously blonde hair. There was things that he could do to change those, but, well, he was not gonna hide himself. He was Naruto, and he was not afraid of showing his face. He knew why they hated him. They fear what they did not know. However, they will know very soon. The world could not know that Konoha no longer has a Kyuubi. Well, in a sense. It could not be passed on from Naruto. However, Naruto was working on something rather intriguing that he will be trying out soon. It took him years, but he didn't want to end up causing a wild panic within the village, that is why. He has not tried it yet. He would have to go to the land of Uzi in order to try it. In terms of physical abilities, Naruto was not only powerful in his Beetle mode. After all, both his parents' memories and information was in their chakra imprint, and all of that was inside of Scarab, who taught him many things over the years. So even without Beetle mode, Naruto was still a complete badass. Time skip. Sasuke arrived at the door, as he was usually early. However, this time someone was already inside. Granted, sometimes the teachers were here, or Aruka, but this was... Who the hell was that? As Sasuke saw the person as he stepped in, blonde hair, blue eyes. He could not recall ever seeing this person. Sasuke had seen almost everyone in the class despite not paying attention. He knew everyone in the class. Not by name or really giving description, but this person was a person that he's never seen before. Who are you? He asks. Oh, me? Naruto Uzumaki. Who are you? Said Naruto, despite already knowing him. Why are you here? Sasuke asks, not answering the question. Oh, that's simple. I am a part of this class, said Naruto. Don't you see? As Naruto pointed upwards. See what? Sasuke said. Oh shit, said Naruto as he reached behind him. Sasuke watched as he pulled out the headband with a red cloth. He then proceeded to tie it around his forehead. See? Said Naruto. Sasuke looked at him strangely. So you never attended class, and you just show up and you're gonna graduate, Sasuke said. Well, I'm different in a sense, said Naruto. But can't tell you though. Why not? Sasuke asks. Oh, it's a secret, said Naruto. What kind of secret? Well, usually, secret mean that you cannot know. As Sasuke frowned at that, he didn't really care, but he wondered who was this guy just to show up like that. And why didn't he have to go through the Borin Academy? Sasuke walked to his seat, as Naruto proceeded to get up from his. Sasuke turned towards him as Naruto sat down right beside him. What do you want? Sasuke said. Well, as you can see, I'm new, said Naruto. And you know that because you've never seen me in the academy before. So you want to be my friend, said Naruto. I don't really have any. Oh, I see. You're a loser, Sasuke said. Oh no, far from it, said Naruto. I was just brought up in a different way. I don't really have friends my own age. Your own age? Sasuke said. Yeah, said Naruto. You're a mystery, Sasuke said to him. Kind of, said Naruto. So what do you say about it? I don't want any friends, Sasuke said, turning away. You can get up now. Oh, I see, said Naruto. Sasuke ducked, as a fist almost punched him right in the head. He snapped his head towards a blonde butt. He had to bring his arm up in a cross X fashion. He was blown out of the seat. Sasuke slammed into the other chair. The Uchiha was shocked as he got up to his feet fully. What the hell are you doing? I can see that you're a person that only understands people through their strength. Oh, trust me, I'm not like the other academy students here. I'm a lot stronger. As Naruto appeared in front of him, his foot cleaving through the ear, Sasuke raised his arm and blocked it. Sasuke felt the bones vibrate in his arm. As Naruto proceeded to drop his leg, Sasuke lashed out with a brutal punch towards Naruto's temple. But Naruto effortlessly caught his wrist before pulling him forward. He then proceeded to slam his skull into the Uchiha's. Sasuke staggered back, grabbing his forehead. As he blinked, Naruto was in front of him. Naruto proceeded to wrap his arms around his waist and lift Sasuke upwards before he threw him over his head. Sasuke crashed into the decks as he winced in pain. Naruto stood over him. See, he said, I'm a lot stronger. Sasuke looked up at him, shocked that someone was able to bring him down so easily, and his punches felt like he was being hit by some kind of metal or some really sturdy wood. Who the hell are you? Sasuke said. Naruto extended his hand. As I said, Naruto Uzumaki. Nice to meet you. Sasuke looked at the hand strangely as Naruto reached and grabbed his hand and pulled him upwards. Sorry about that, said Naruto. Sometimes I tend to go a bit overboard. Sorry if I hurt you. I'm fine, Sasuke said. Oh, no need to be angry, said Naruto. And why shouldn't I be? You attacked me, Sasuke said. Well, let me let you in a secret, said Naruto. I'm far stronger than what I just showed you. You see, I was specially trained. Sasuke stepped back as he narrowed his eyes towards the blonde in front of him. As you can see, there are benefits to being specially trained. And I've learned quite a lot over the years. You want me to show you a thing or two? Sasuke narrowed his gaze. And what can you possibly show me, he said, looking towards Naruto. How about this, said Naruto, as he held his arm up. Sasuke watched as Naruto perform a ram hand sign with his left hand, as he held his right arm up. A ball of flame then proceeded to gather in his palm. Sasuke watched as Naruto turned the ram hand sign. The flame started to expand. It then broke apart in two miniature balls before swirling. As they started to spin so fast, Sasuke could no longer see them. He was shocked, as he could only see the heat resonate from Naruto's palm. Naruto then clenched his fists. How the hell did you do that, Sasuke asked. As I said, I learned a lot of things over the years, said Naruto as he started to walk. As Sasuke unconsciously followed him, they proceeded to sit down. So how about it, said Naruto. You want me to teach you? Tell me how you did that. Well, first, you have to master the steps of the fire manipulation. Steps? Sasuke said. Yeah, you know, elemental fire manipulation control. You mean the fireball jutsu? Well, that is just a jutsu, said Naruto. I mean the steps. Oh, don't worry, said Naruto. Once we get out of the academy, I'll tell you all you need to know. Wait, said Sasuke. What do you mean steps? Well, there is a few other steps, so that you can perform stronger and also more decorative, impacting fireball abilities, and not to mention controlling your fire. You being an Uchiha, I have no doubt in my mind that you have fire affinity. And maybe another. Affinity? Sasuke said, looking at Naruto confused. Sasuke didn't know what the hell he was talking about, as Sasuke thought that he just had fire because all Uchiha had it. Yeah, said Naruto, like all the elements. Wait, you mean I can't learn all of them? These things were never taught in the academy, as Naruto almost forgot that. Well, no, said Naruto. Well, you can try, but those that are not fit with your element will be extremely weak, and those that are would be stronger. Let me find out what you have. What I have? Sasuke flinched away from Naruto's hand. Easy, said Naruto. I'm not gonna hurt you. As Naruto rested his hand on top of Sasuke's head, he closed his eyes. Sasuke felt something strange. It was like a tremor run through his body. Interesting, said Naruto. What did you do? Fire and lightning, said Naruto. What does that mean? You have fire and lightning affinity, said Naruto. That means those two elements will be your main affinity that you can train in, while you can learn the others. And not to mention, once you awaken your Sharingan, you can simply copy them. How do you know that? Sasuke said. Well, I did know a former half Uchiha. Half Uchiha? Well, he's not really a Uchiha, but still. I know that your family dojutsu allow you to copy other people elemental jutsus. Just don't worry for now, said Naruto. You're just stepping out of the academy. There's a whole world of things out there that you're going to learn very soon. Sasuke was left speechless as he didn't know any of these things. He was never taught any of this. So it was quite the shocker to learn about different stages of fire manipulation and all that. As he looked towards Naruto, wondering if this person was just a figment of his imagination, he reached out and poked Naruto in the arm. Yeah? Never mind, Sasuke said, looking away. Oh, good. He wasn't crazy. However, that begs to differ. Just who was this Naruto Uzumaki? That is when a squeal could be heard as girls start to enter the class. However, they all pause. Ino, Yamanaka, Sakura, Haruno. All of them paused, followed by a few guys, as people were just arriving, when they saw a boy sitting next to Sasuke. Everyone focused on him, as none of them had ever seen him before. Hey, who's that? A girl known as Ami asks. I have No idea, said Ino as she narrowed her gaze. Whoa, he's really handsome. One of the other girls spoke up. Yeah, he is, but not as handsome as Sasuke. I don't know about that, another one said, quickly changing ship. As Sakura narrowed her gaze. Well, he must be a student if he's in here. Let's just ask. You go on, said Ami. Sakura stepped forward. Hello, she said. Who are you, she asked. As Naruto turned towards the pink-haired girl and scanned her from head to toe, as he checked every part of her, until he noticed once he looked towards her forehead, she kind of flinched a bit. As Naruto smirked at that, before he got up and reached and took her arm, Sakura looked towards him strangely as he kissed the back of her hand. The name is Naruto Uzumaki, he said. A pleasure to meet you. As all the girls in the class gasped at that, he kissed her hand. As Naruto looked her over, I must say, you have some of the most exotic features I've ever seen. A blush came on Sakura's cheeks as she was taken off guard by this, not expected this in the slightest, as Sasuke glanced towards Naruto, wondering what the hell he was doing. The way your hair perfectly framed your face, the way your forehead is perfectly proportional, right down to the details, said Naruto with your beautiful green gem eyes. You're quite stunning. Sakura's face was intensely red by this point. No one has ever complimented her forehead before in such a way, and he was still holding her hand. She felt like she was about to faint. Just who was this guy? Handsome, sweet, nice. Wait, what was she thinking? She was supposed to be with Sasuke-kun. As Naruto smiled at her, once again she felt like her legs were jelly. Naruto was an art of seducing people, especially the opposite sex. There was a reason for that. He was taught by one of the best in the world, and that was his godfather. It was a few months after the whole thing that Jiraiya had came back to the village after finding out about Naruto, knowing everything, checking the seal to make sure that Hiruzen was correct, as Naruto was able to talk to the man. And since then, Jiraiya had been to the village a few times. Him and Naruto also went on a few secret operative missions that just entail nothing too risky, but it allowed them time to bond and get to know one another, as Jiraiya taught Naruto all that he knew. Well, in the art of seducing and also complimenting a beautiful lady, as he was starting Naruto off small, giving Naruto prototypes of his book, lines that Naruto should think about. Always examine the opposite sex, looking for any kind of insecurity. Once you did, you should compliment them on that. Find a way to blend it into everything to make it not look that suspicious. The Sannin was truly a genius in everything. Naruto also had his books. They were a bit graphic for Naruto, and he could not read them while he was in Anbu HQ because of Yujeo. Despite him doing things that would make these kids be afraid, she always tried to snap him being a pervert out of his mind. But Naruto wasn't a pervert, he was just a healthy teenage boy that had a keen eye. When Aruka stepped in the class, he wondered what was going on, as all the girls' eyes were widened, as he saw the new student holding on to Sakura. Aruka knew who he was, of course. Well, he did not know anything about Naruto training or anything, but he did know that was Naruto Uzumaki. As he saw the name, he was surprised. The child had been gone for some time. The hate that he received back then was maybe not that justified after all. He was just a child, forced to bear something that he could not control. Unlike the civilians, Aruka knew that the fourth Hokage was a seal master who would not put his village in jeopardy after risking his life to protect it. Alright everyone, have a seat. As Naruto pulled Sakura along with him, as he made her sat on the other end while he sat in the middle. Sakura was too afraid to even look him in the eye, as she was looking everywhere but at him. Ino was fuming over to the other side. Just what in the hell was going on? How in the hell can this drop-dead, gorgeous guy first appear in your class and go after Sakura? Why not her? She fumed in her mind. However, it wasn't like Naruto liked Sakura in that way or anything. That was just how he is. And it was also a way for her to trust him. Naruto would not say that he was manipulating her. Well, in a way he was. However, he needed to make a first good impression so that she could trust him. So that she would understand when he put her to training to get stronger and she would not be against it. From what he could see, she mostly focused on makeup and everything, other than training, as Naruto was focusing on the long run, to better help his team. As several girls were looking his way, Naruto was tall, the tallest boy in the class, and not to mention handsome. The guys were also fuming, first Sasuke and now him. Who the hell is that guy, said Kiba. I have no idea, Shino said. As Kiba frowned at that, Shikamaru glanced towards their newcomer. There was something about him that Shikamaru found a bit suspicious, but he did not say a single word about it. Alright everyone, I'm sure that you're wondering who is this individual. Why don't you introduce yourself? Gladly, said Naruto as he got up. Hello everyone, he said. It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Naruto Uzumaki, and I'm here to be placed on one of your teams. I hope we can all become friends. Hey, what do you mean be placed on one of our teams? Why is he just showing up and being able to graduate, Kiba asks. Young Naruto here was personally trained. While not attending the academy, his skills were up to the par where the Hokage decided that it will be justified to place him on one of the teams, and also hand him the headband as you can see. But how? And why? I mean, we had to suffer through the academy. Suffered, Iruka said. Well, not suffer, said Kiba, but still. As he didn't want to piss off his teacher. And he just shows up and he's ready to graduate. Kiba was pissed for more than one reason. Well, the other one was, this guy was making all the girls stare at him, while Kiba never had them doing that to him. Oh, I see, said Naruto. You doubt my skills that I can actually be able to back up you and your team if I'm placed on your team. And what if I do, said Kiba. Well, we could always test that theory. What do you mean? By fighting, said Naruto. You can always come at me anytime you wish. There will be no fighting inside the classroom, Iruka said. Now, if you want to argue with this with someone, the Hokage was the one that assigned him. So do you want to argue with the Hokage, Iruka asked. Kiba gulped at that as he sat back down. Alright, Iruka said. I just want to tell you all that I'm proud, he said, a smile on his face. I'm proud of you all, the achievements that you've made. How far you have come from the first day of meeting you all. As Iruka was almost going in tears to see another batch that he was sending off into the world to become ninjas, as he wanted to wish them the absolute best. However, they had a couple of hours before the Jonin Sensei arrived. They were given break as they were told to return in 2 hours. As he wished them luck, because this will be the last time he will be seeing them for a while. Well, not that long. So, with that, Kiba got up as he made his way, puppy on his head, as Naruto glanced up towards him, before he could say something to Sasuke. Kiba, why don't you go and have a seat, Sakura said. It's lunch break, said Kiba, as he looked at her. Now would you mind moving? I need to talk to this guy. Hey, said Naruto. That is no way to talk to someone like her, said Naruto. Have some more respect. Respect, said Kiba. She's in my way. You don't have to be so vulgar about it. Can you kindly excuse me, said Naruto. Oh, and by the way, you didn't give me your name. Sakura looked down towards the ground. Who the hell was this guy? Why was he doing this to her? As she could not even face him. Sakura Haruna, she said, as she was reverting back to her shy days, before she had met up with Ino and became friends with her. As Ino slammed her fist in the decks, everyone turning towards her, she looked down. She was getting really pissed off. It was not just her that Sakura was getting dead glares from a lot of the girls in the class. As Sasuke noticed that, at least they were not bothering him though. That was a good thing. Alright, fine, said Kiba. Why don't we take this outside? Sure thing, said Naruto. As he started to walk, Sasuke got up and followed. They're really gonna fight? Choji said, munching on some chips. Hey, let's go check it out. A few other boys got up as they made their way. Until all the students made their way. They were supposed to be going on break, but the Alpha, as he claimed himself to be, wanted to test the newcomer to see if he had what it takes. Kiba was in for a rude awakening. But guys, we'll be in some right here. If you want to see the next person do, like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notification to stay posted Remember, share all of your friends in social media platform. And also, guys, don't forget to go ahead and check out the other What Is and other channels. I hope you guys enjoy each and every one of them. So without further ado, what do you say we jump the hell out of here? See you guys soon. Peace.